Well, I want to thank Partito Popolare for the extreme hospitality. I want to thank President Manfred Weber for the strong solidarity with Ukraine and great leadership, for the President Ursula von der Leyen, for all the presidents, prime ministers, leaders of the opposition, on behalf of Ukrainian citizens, on behalf of Ukrainian soldiers, on behalf of the Ukrainian volunteers, let me thank you for the unwavering and strong support of Ukraine. In time of the chaos and disruption, everyone is looking for the anchor of stability. And today, many nations see the European Union as such an anchor. I believe that under the strong leadership of the European People's Party, the EU will succeed in this mission. And I also want to congratulate and thank Chancellor Tobias Friedrich Merz, a strong leader. All the best at the helm of Germany. Dear friends, the global leadership of the free world is being tested by war of Ukraine. Top priority number one is to bring credible and lasting peace. We need a just peace, not just a peace. And it must not come at any price. We need the peace through strength, not the peace through business. And no peace through capitulation and appeasement to aggressor. Many talk today about the Crimea. We have nothing to talk about. Crimea is Ukraine. And for me, this is a symbol of the international law and security. Our top priority number two is to use maximum next 3 years to strengthen our political, economic, and military resilience. We should be prepared to any scenario. All of us has witnessed the scale of disruption of everyday life here by Spain yesterday by electricity shortage. Millions of Ukraine have lived through it last 3 years. We in Ukraine have experienced to share how to deal with the blackout and on how to fight our enemy, our joint enemy. In this challenging geopolitical environment, our unity and common position is the only guarantee to success. Therefore, there is a need for the strong European consensus on, first, non-recognition policy of illegal annexation of the Crimea, Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson regions. Thank you. And I call on the EPP parties to push the national parliament for adoption of the relevant resolution for non-recognition. Deployment of the Western military contingent in Ukraine under the coalition of willing as a deterrence. And I call EPP parties to be a promoter of this perspective for the sustainable security situation in Europe. Secure and efficient EU sanction regime against Russia until just and long-term peace in Ukraine. And I call the EPP party to stay committed to no return to business as usual with Russia. Strengthening Europe's and Ukraine's defense, military resilience, and capability to counter potential Russian threat. And I call EPP to push 0.25% of the GDP worth of military assistance in Ukraine. Pushing forward EU accession talks with Ukraine, merit-based undoubtedly, and I call EPP to push opening negotiation chapters now, and securing democracy and rule of law in Ukraine, in time and after the war. And I would call you to send strong message and encourage the Ukrainian authority to consolidate political unity, the rule of law, multi-party pluralism and right of the opposition in Ukraine, and to stop politically motivated prosecution or illegal use of sanctions against the opponent. EPP must lead in forging such a European consensus, including by adopting the strong and ambitious Congress resolution on support of Ukraine. Thank you.